Hello, bitches. I hope you're well. Welcome back to Squire Syndrome Podcast, TV podcast. I am Ben Gilman, as always, your host. We hope you enjoyed last week's little, whatever that was, the blooper outtake. I mean, it was a bit different, but we need to take a week off. We technically haven't taken a week off. We still filled the void. We cheated. We're proud of it. This week, the women are back in the kitchen or wherever they are. What do they do? We don't know. It's a boy zone again, boy zone, but we're not. But we're better than that shit Irish boy band of the '90s. Yeah, I don't care if one of them killed themselves. It's still shit band. I'm Ben Gilman as always, and I'm joined by my other male friend. I don't know what this is. I was going to say penis, but there's no point. It's Troy Salmon. How are you?
I'm here.
I don't know why I said penis.
Oh, male zone. Yes, go.
Let's go. So,
Hey, Harley, go in there and make me a sandwich.
I ring a bell. You just come in here.
So I've got Harlequin in the back, making a sandwich.
This is like a Behaving Badly podcast already, hasn't it? It's already started to go a bit wrong. So last time this happened, obviously we just did what we wanted. The format goes out the window, and we just talk about what we feel like talking about.
Definitely. We're going to talk about the most random stuff that we're going to talk about. But you're going to love it, guys. You're going to love it.
We have to hold some stuff back because originally we were going to have Helen win. We were going to do the picks, and then we lost a member, and then I was going to move it to shows, and then we lost the other member, Helen and Tara. Both of them can't make it this week. We hope they're good. And then as I went to Troy, well, we're just going to have to talk about whatever we want to talk about then. I'm going to save all the good. I'm going to save all the shows that I've been watching for the preceding weeks, plus the pick that I've had to pick, which is Vampire Diaries. And I really want to get that off like a band-aid. I'm telling you that right now.
Trust me, guys, he wants to get rid of that so quick. He wants to get out of the way so fast.
The amount of bitching I was doing about it off air before we came on here is ridiculous. I'm having to drink. I'm gonna have to drink a lot of caffeine to watch that. Sending me to sleep.
He said he wants to drink. That's how bad it is to drug to drink now.
Caffeine, not alcohol. Like it's a good show to fall asleep to, though.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that because some episodes. Whew. But yeah.
It's just when Tara said Vampire Diaries, I was thinking, oh, great, yay.
I just had a sixth sense of that. She was going to say that. I was like, oh, my days. She's going to say Vampire Diaries. I just knew it.
Look forward to my review next week, hopefully, because basically, I'm not going to lie to you. It's well known on this podcast that the only thing I've ever said has got good vampires in is Buffy. And that's because it isn't just about the vampires. It's about the core characters. It's not about a bunch of people going, oh, I'm a vampire. Well, it sucks, doesn't it? Oh, woe is me. Sitting around looking sexy with their six packs and all this and being very young. I ain't got time.
Like these 40-year-olds, like trying to be like 20 or something, like 19, 18. Like,
don't even get me started on shows that have clearly old people. And you're doing the last one, Stardom.
Yeah.
And that's meant to be there for fun. But
that's a fun ride for me. I'm enjoying this, to be honest.
That's like a really stretched thing. But there is a reason for it in the plot. It's amazing. They put it in the plot and it's like, why have you done that? That's so stupid. But it goes in the finale of that is ridiculous.
Oh my god, that's so stupid, bro. Well, you're going to find out about that, guys. But yeah, it's solid right now. It's really good right now.
Well, we might as well get Doctor Who out of the way and just get it done.
Oh, okay. Ben has been clamoring to talk about Doctor Who right now, so we're gonna talk about it.
No, I haven't really. I checked with you before to see if you've seen it, because if you hadn't, I was just going to leave it. Because, I'm going to be straight up with you. When you're checking your phone, I grade my Doctor Who episodes very seriously. If it's not a good episode, I'm on my phone and I can see everything that's going on without looking at the screen. I can hear the dialogue.
Yeah.
That's not good. That means you've lost me at some point. I haven't done that since The Timeless Child.
Oh,
I got my phone out and I didn't come back.
he got his phone out and it didn't come back. Oh my
Wasn't
god.
as bad as Flux. All that bullshit and Flux was inconceivably bad.
Just hella trash. Ugh.
You know, she threw the compass, the time.
Don't even get me started on that, Ben, please. Oh
After
my
all
god.
that bigness, and we're not going to get answers to it. People are acting like you are. You're not.
They're like, oh man, you just got to wait and see. It's like, hey,
So you got the Master, the Daleks, the Cybermen, and two old companions coming back. So what about the evil Doctor? You're not fitting that in an hour. What are you doing? Oh my! It feels like they've already started to reverse out the timeless child thing.
yeah, you can tell already. You can see him doing this. They're like this,
The Master
slowly
said
trying
I
to do this.
lied. Yeah, the Master, I lied. Like they're coming out of it. I think they've realised, yeah, we need to kind of forget that this happened.
Yeah. Slowly, they're trying to make you forget bit by bit. They're like, oh yeah, remember that stuff that happened like last? Yeah, it kind of never kind of happened, but you forget. Yeah.
Russell T Davies is just hooking Chris Chibnall by the neck, you know, like that hook.
I like this off stage. It's just like it's off stage, like dragging him off bit by bit. That's sway him off the stage.
I don't know. It was an episode of nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of just like.
I mean, it's not bad. It was just Jodie Whittaker was fine, isn't it? Jodie Whittaker was good.
It wasn't too bad this episode, which I got to admit, it wasn't too bad this episode. I could tolerate it. This episode.
John Bishop continues to be no point to John Bishop. You could have just done Yaz and the Doctor. I just don't see why they brought John Bishop.
Why is he? And I love this guy as a comedian. I'm a fan of this guy. But what the heck is he doing? Like, come on, guys, what you doing? What you doing, guys?
What the heck it's not doing? Funny. It's just sad. It's just
weird.
I'm looking at it like, what is happening here? I don't know. It was just it reminded me of the last Easter special, Planet of the Dead, where you were just like, well, it was fine. And I don't like Lee Evans, so Lee Evans, you can go fuck yourself. Like, spastic colon. Wow. I don't know why I'm attacking Lee Evans. He's not that funny. Damn. No, but I just kind of found him. I found it Doctor Who by numbers.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I know they're saying COVID, but you could get a few more people on the ship and stuff. It's not that. Since COVID, they're making COVID making an excuse.
It's excuses. It's excuses. They don't do COVID. They're making excuses.
It was reduced. It's not. It's because your show has catered to almost getting cancelled. The BBC had to bring Russell T Davies in to save your show. And I've seen other shows that are filmed in COVID times. There's loads of people in the background.
Yeah, there's tons of cast.
Sex Education did that. They clearly filmed that during COVID. You wouldn't have known because there was loads of people in the classroom and in like the big stage production.
Yeah.
At the end where they bring her down, the school is full.
It's full. So, it's a full classroom and stuff. The whole school is like teeming with people walking around, you know.
We can't have loads of Sea Devils in the Doctor. It's like, come on, it looks so empty. Like, I want big Doctor Who again. It hasn't been big for a while. It's just empty.
Yeah. It's too self-contained now. That's what I'm saying. It's like self-contained. Every episode is like a few people in it. I'm like, wow, a fake massive area. There's no one in it. It's just like, I'm like, oh man, come on now. What is this?
Some people would be a real nasty bitch and say it reflects the audience's fatigue and nobody wants to come on your show now, Jodie. It's like they're running away from your show in the other direction.
No, they kind of are, to be honest with you. Like, you read reports, yeah, they kind of are running away from that show, to be honest, but yeah. Yes, they are. That show's not been looking good right now.
One episode.
Some plots of that episode. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my god.
And I saw the trailer. I went, well, you're desperate. You're loading it up with everything. You're trying to go out with a bang. And every time he tries to do a finale, it has been like a little fart, like a balloon, losing it.
I just want to bring this up as well. Is it just me? has Yaz and the Doctor had that tension.
No,
I don't know if it was just me. I don't know if it just came out of nowhere.
No.
I don't know. Me and my sister looked at each other. We were like, watching the episode, and we saw it come up. We were like, "This." If anyone who's listening to the podcast on their Spotify, I'm literally turning my head to the right, and my little sister's turning my head to the left, and we look at each other like, "What the heck is going on? What is this?" We were like, "What?" We were like, "No." We were like, "No." We looked at each other. We shook our heads. We were like, "No, no, 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 no." Don't worry, it was a mistake. It was a fluke. Don't worry, it can happen again. And then towards the episode, we were like, "Oh my god, they're actually doing it. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it."
My favorite thing is the Doctor just saying, nah, I don't do commitment anymore, and it's just like it really does feel like they're just sticking two fingers up at the phones of like, yep.
Yeah, they're just gonna like ride it out. Like they're gonna like ride it.
There is no consequences to anything that we've spent the last years watching. It's just a big wet fart. Normally when you get to the final episode of a Doctor, even if it's not great, like Matt Smith was okay, but it was still exciting.
Yeah, it still has exciting elements to it.
Didn't make any sense. David Tennant's was really overblown, but it was still great acting and it was still emotional. And when she regenerates, I'm gonna be cheering. I just want to get through that episode and watch her regenerate. And that no Doctor have I had that since it's come back. Every Doctor I've been sad to go.
Exactly. Yes.
I just said, but Doctor, I just can't wait to get Russell T Davies back in with a new Doctor. I want my show back.
I think everyone's saying that, right? Even Americans are watching the show saying that she's terrible and the season's terrible. There's all these people, the Americans, everyone around the world is like in unison right now and say, "Well, they're out there. She has to go."
I just want to see like the new Doctor wake up and she regenerates. Go, well, that was a bad dream.
A bad dream.
Well, no, because I really think we need to like ignore the Whittaker era. I don't think we'll ever come back to whatever's. Whittaker will be lucky if she can come back for the 60th next year. If I was her, I'd ban her from the building. Your security pass doesn't work anymore, Miss Whittaker.
She tries to come in. No. So,
I'm the Doctor. No, you're not. Go away, child.
No, we only have male doctors here. We don't have no female doctors here.
Definitely not a doctor.
We don't recognize you as the Doctor. You're not official. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, we erased you from the timeline. But yeah, yeah, she has to go. They have to erase it. They have to do something with this season. With these seasons of Whittaker, because it's always been tarnished enough. Though he's been run to the ground for the longest time now. It's like, what the heck? It's been deaded so long now. And it's getting worse and worse with each episode. And I'm like, oh
my favorite bit was when it finished. I mean, my favorite bit is at the end. You can see her, she's regenerating. Like, yay! You almost at the door. Go and clear off. It's like watching a colleague at work finally leave that you've never liked.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah,
finally going out the door, and it feels like you're getting a fresh start as well. So while they're going, you're like, yeah, you're leaving, brilliant. That is how Jodie Whittaker feels to me. And the fact that they've managed to stretch this out for another year is galling to me. Just go. Except with David Tennant. I didn't want to see David Tennant go, but those specials were not great, except for what was in Mars. But, like, it was still sad to see him go over those specials. They built it up to him leaving, and it was sad. This is just like a case of, would you just go away, woman? And why didn't you regenerate in the flux so that we could get rid of you? Because the weird thing is, we're going from this 100th anniversary special for the BBC to next year's 60th. So Whittaker's going to be coming back immediately.
Oh my gosh.
Unless they forget her invitation, which they totally should. And just have Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, and Capaldi talk shit about women. And like, oh, I'm glad I'm not a woman.
Just cracking jokes on her the whole time. It's gonna be like, better than all you guys are, the nonsense.
I would pay good money if the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who was just like Happy Death Day in her, just murdering her over and over again, and the 30th Doctor just gets murdered again and again, and by all the other Doctors for being a shame.
Oh my gosh!
Take your virtual sickening and get out of my show. Like,
get the heck out of here!
with bloody, they've even made her get rid of the coat now.
Oh yeah, gone.
There's some silk Asian shit. I thought that's cultural appropriation right there. All right, so you're going to be a typical white person, are you? Okay.
That's going into he's going in.
When I saw it, I was like, "That's really."
Yeah, I was like, "Wait a second, ain't that?"
I know it's set in Asia, but dear Lord, don't. I took one look at her shot. I was like, "Oh God."
I was like,
it's an improvement.
Yeah, it's an improvement, to be honest. It's pretty good.
I think it's an improvement than that awful coat where she looks like she's in a kid in big boys' clothes with her ankle swingers, and they're not quite covering her ankles.
I hate that stuff. Like even that when she had the new Asian swag on, the new gear, because she had the same ankle swingers on. I was like, oh my god, ankle swingers. Oh snap! So yeah, ankle swingers.
I might just refer to this actually. So no, like for me, I just kind of felt like it was I don't know, but I remember when we both saw it. We took the piss out of it and went, "Oh, it's a TV presenter," and we both laughed when it was revealed.
I called it that the longest time. I was like, "You shouldn't have someone I'm thinking Blue Peter or something from the BBC." I was like, "What the?"
This was just before we left where we worked together, because this is how long Jodie Whittaker's been Doctor Who since 27. She was revealed 5 years ago now as Doctor Who. This was when we were still working together, just about.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
We were excited, but then I saw the outfit and I laughed for days. Or like all the LGBT thing on it. I was like, "You're trying to."
Oh, come on, yeah. You're like, "Oh, come on."
I mean, it's good, but it was too try hard. It was.
Yeah, as you can tell, I was just pushing it like that. It's all their politics now. I'm like, oh, that's what I can't stand. From the jump, from day one, it's like shoving it in your face. You're like, come on, I just want to see how good you are first. Stop shoving it. My TV, my screen, so quickly. Gee whiz.
So I'm showing you a picture of Short Circuit. Do you remember the white guy that pretended to be Indian? Now that is really, that's not a good moment. I mean, when you're younger, you don't clock it. But now I've seen a clip of it recently, and you're sitting there looking at a white guy doing an Indian accent. And you're like, that was 30 years ago, 40 years, 40, 25.
Yeah,
we have not come that far along still.
I know still kind of miss.
There was a joke recently. This is something I'll talk about next week.
Yeah.
There was a show where they made a joke. I want to talk about cultural appropriation. Actually, it's something that seconds me. Actually, so that Johnny Number 5, that makes me a bit uneasy. And there was a character. There was a kid who looked like Hitler, and that's one thing I don't understand why this country keeps making Nazis funny. It's not funny, and I've looked at other countries. No one takes the piss out of the Nazis like we do.
Yeah,
it's not comedy. It's not comedy. Then this same show decided, oh, he looks like that Chinese guy. Oh, you mean the Korean guy? And I was like, oh, don't do the same. Oh, they all look the same joke for Asians again. I was like, I watched it and I was enjoying it up until this episode. I was like,
yeah.
And this is a 2019 show, so like it made me it cut my enjoyment of the show off at the legs, and I was just like, oh, like I may be a white person, but oof.
Yeah,
kind of like, man, we need to move on past this Nazi jokes is not funny. It never has been. Like, and this It's black people standing up for this shit now, and I think it's time for everyone else who is non-white to do what black people have done and stand up and say this is not right because this is the only way they're going to listen. All those white people who run these companies need to listen to these people and go, we're not having that in our show. Sorry, because you wouldn't do that to white people. Yeah, white people, yeah, I think get away with this shit.
They go for too long now, to be honest. Way too long.
And this is where Black Lives Matter does not allow this shit to happen anymore. And I think we need one for everybody else, from Middle Eastern, Asian, and Hispanic people now, to stand up and go, yo, because I felt really bad. I took one look at that. The next episode was funny again, but when I see a cultural joke, I don't.
It doesn't register you. That kind of like.
I'll talk about the show next week. Right, it's something that I've noticed, and with Jodie Whittaker's jacket being Asian, I thought, if you're worn that before, fine, but all of a sudden you're wearing it because you're in Asia. It just feels like you're dressed. It feels like cultural appropriation. Asia, gotta dress Asian. It's just appropriation. Sorry, but I'm not wrong, right?
No, not wrong. She goes over there and it's like, you gotta wear these stuff because we're over here. And I'm like, no, you kind of don't because you're on a ship. They kind of don't need to be dressing like an Asian person. Just saying. That's what I'm saying. So either way, you're from the flipping future anyway. So why are you dressing like it's just you're not gonna blend in regardless. So it doesn't make any sense. It's just ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous anyway. But yeah, that's them trying to fit in. You know?
But it was okay. I mean, but I wasn't excited for it. I almost forgot it was on. That's how far. I think for a lot of people, I don't know what the rating was, but I'm guessing a lot of people didn't know it was on.
Yeah, because I literally had to go through it again because I was like a couple of days out and I forgot it was even on. Like
Inside Number 9, I was more excited for this week. That's back.
Inside Number 9, yes, everyone's chatting about it. And I was like,
Did you watch it?
I watch it, but everyone's talking about it. It was like, try to watch it. I'm gonna check it out at some point.
Yeah, go watch it. It's Mark Gatiss this week. Really good. I'm not going to spoil it because the problem with Inside Number 9 is if you haven't seen it, it's quite difficult. But I was very excited. I was very happy. It's a different type of Inside Number 9. It takes the tropes this week that you think it's going to do something. It doesn't do it. It's one of those endings where it's quite sweet. Which is nice because sometimes it's really predictably dark. It's just how are you going to be so effed up this week? Yeah, we've got another 2 seasons after this. I'm excited. They're going to have 9 seasons when this is all said and done. I'm really excited for Inside Number 9.
Yes, loving it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Inside Number 9, baby. Yeah, the ratings ain't out yet. I'm looking for the ratings of The Legend of Savile. It's not out yet.
They've most probably hidden it because it's so bad. Like 3 people turned in. It's like, yeah.
Like, yeah, go, dude. Yeah.
I've also watched a horror film. See, this is the most random podcast we're talking about this week because I'm saving all my big season reviews, completed shows for the next couple of weeks now because I've been hoarding them. So because we had the week off last week, it's actually helped me get ahead. Plus this week, I think I'm going to have to ration them out. But then I know my thing. If I stop watching TV, I'm going to run out of stuff in a few weeks. So maybe I should better watch as much stuff as I can so I can ration it. Once you watch Inside Number 9, we'll talk about it next week. Maybe. I watched Antlers.
Yes, you've seen Anthers. Yes. What do you think?
It was gripping. No, it's really, really good. Really good. I don't normally like Del Toro films. I think he's a bit overrated, but this movie was. And I know you've seen it. Yeah, you said it was sick.
No
budget, but really good. Like the kid was
on
really good.
Fox Searchlight banner. And the thing is, I was like indie based, but it's like still backed by Fox. At the time, so still a decent amount of budget behind it, but it's still on a lower scale. But this was done well. The budget was like used to perfection. This is
The
this is
box
what.
office, didn't it?
Hmm?
It did good in the box office.
Yeah, they did pretty decent in the box office as well because people went to go see it. That's why people are praising it, saying, the great artistry, the director was incredible. And the creature, the Wendigo, like stuff, you know what I mean? So that whole mythology is, I love that kind of thing. Wendigo is like my favorite mythology. In terms of like creatures in general. I love that stuff. When the Wendigo, oh man, I want you to watch it. I'm saying, I'm gonna do it this time. Different takes on it. And this was a good take.
I kind of felt like it was confusing at first because I thought the teacher was the mum because we don't see them in the same classroom at the beginning. I thought that the mum and dad were separate.
Okay, for that.
And it was established as the teacher was like, okay, right, okay, now I get it.
Okay, never give you too much because the dialogue is a lot in this movie, so they kind of give you little bits and pieces here and there. And then towards the end of the war, speech comes into play, but majority of the movie is like not a lot being said.
No, that's fine. You don't need to talk.
Good.
I felt when they did show gore, it was effective. They obviously had a small budget for it,
yeah,
and it was effective. And sometimes I like a film where it's shot well. I mean, I'm just about done with these shaky camera films now. It doesn't. I tried to watch Cloverfield, couldn't see a goddamn thing. I turned it off within 5.
Shaking hands.
Man's got rickets in his hands, bro. It's like,
oh my god, the Cloverfield, the whole thing off the whole screen.
Zone, the way that the camera's going around.
The Cloverfield, that's Blair Witch.
It was like watching an epileptic in an earthquake having withdrawal symptoms from the drugs. They're shaking everywhere. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but
oh my god.
in a dishwasher, like in a like a tumble dryer, it's like it was shaky. I couldn't, but this was shot well. I like horror that isn't shaky cam because I can see what's going on. It's better for me because I can see these shaky camera things. If you're not Blair Witch or Paranormal Activity 1, I'm not really interested because there's been so many of them, and when they start running with the camera, you can't see shit. And I've said this for ages. I love a well shot horror film. Is it more? Is it less? I mean, some people would argue, oh, but you can see more. In a like you can put yourself in their shoes, but I think it's much better if you can kind of like see the camera angles and see what the director wants you to see, and you can set up some interesting angles, the mood. If it's like shaky cam, there's no music for atmosphere. You can't see what the character's thinking behind the camera. You can. That's the one thing I hate about the cameraman thing. You can't really, if you keep giving the camera to different characters, I can't see their reaction behind the camera.
Yeah, it only works in some. It rarely works.
I can see the characters' reactions all the time. If I can see all the characters' faces, I can emote with them.
Yeah, it only works in a few movies. I think it was like it wasn't the Cave. It was called the Pyramid. That's a good movie. Blair Witch was decent. That was decent. That was one of my favorite movies, but people love that movie. Other good ones as well. That's another good one. The recent Paranormal TV that was kind of decent as well. The handheld, that was pretty good. But yeah, it's mostly just those kind of genres really. Because a lot of people didn't do it just to save budget, but it's too much of them now. Way too much. Killed it. Too much handheld stuff now. Like, it's cut it out. It's just a way of just not setting up shots and like times. It's just cheap. It's cheap and cheerful. You know what I mean? Plus, you can do a couple of days filming. So that's why I do cut down the filming time, so you can release a movie real quick, put in a good camera, get good camera quality, and you're good to go. On a phone, and that's it. Most of these directors use their phones now. Still, we get an actual proper camera and set them up in different positions and that, getting different shots. So, yeah.
That's true.
Maybe.
I just kind of feel like horror movies. Obviously, I sound like I'm shooting, but there's a lot of good horror movie. I'm gonna watch Censor. I'm gonna get a free trial with BFI.
Okay.
So Mubi. But
Oh, movie. Yeah.
it's currently on there, and I saw it. I can get a 5 day trial. I'm gonna go watch Censor, and I've seen Malignant last year, and I wait for Halloween Kills and Candyman to come to now.
Yeah.
Will be because they're both on the Sky Store, which means that they are due to be released now anytime. And Venom 2, which I don't care about Venom 2. I didn't like the first Venom. I've watched Morbius. Oh dear God.
Oh, which Morbius? Oh my gosh, it.
I wish this was vodka. So I just had a glass. I had a cup of coffee there. But Matt Smith, of all the times you could have done a superhero movie, why was it this one?
Oh my gosh, was that bad? Wow.
It's not good. Karen Gilliam from Doctor, like when they were Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
asked him to, yeah, you should do a superhero movie. But why? Why Morbius? Like Matt Smith's talented. I mean, he could have been the other Spider-Man, floppy brown hair. Who are you? I'm Matt Smith, Doctor. I'm Peter Parker. You have my floppy hair. I've got floppy brown hair.
Oh, Peter.
And then he just pushes Tobey Maguire out of the way. I'm Spider-Man. And if Doctor Strange, like I told you the joke off camera once, like all the superheroes in America are now British people pretending to be Americans. And Batman and Doctor Strange are like, we're Skrulls. We're real. We're really American.
We're everywhere. Trust me, because literally I've seen I just watched recently sci-fi horror flick called The Seed.
Yeah.
It's on Shudder. It's on Shudder, that network. But really good sci-fi horror movie. 3 women starred the movie, yeah. And yeah. Could be. Science shots in that movie, yeah, could be. But 3 of them played American women, but they're English and Irish, bro. They run Hollywood. I told you, this English people will be taking all the roles. That American accent is clean. I'm like, oh my god. They're everywhere, man. Just to go to your point of that English, they run Hollywood now, man. English people, they're everywhere. And it's about this meteorite. All these meteorites coming to Earth, hitting down, and there's these armadillo-like creatures, and it's very Lovecraftian. So I'll say that just to give you a taste, you know what I'm saying, of what I usually watch. I love that stuff. Everything like Lovecraft, all these kind of Cthulhu mythos, these creatures, like the Bat Lagoon, all kind of things, and like that kind of realm, different dimensions, kind of stuff. I love that stuff, man. Probably my favorite Lovecraft movie stuff like The Thing, The Void, that kind of thing.
The Void. Oh, it's on Netflix at the moment. The Void.
That's a flipping good movie, right? I'm gonna watch that again. But
it's on Netflix at the moment. The Void.
Yeah, it's great. I saw that twice, but I'm watching it again. But yeah, stuff like that I usually watch. So The Seed, check it out. I need to review that as well. But yeah, The Seed is amazing. So good. So good. I was surprised. I was like, oh, what is this? But I saw it on my feed. I was going through all these movies I was going to watch. And I put on The Seed, and I was like, oh, I was like, I like the actress, the one who's on the front cover. I like I watch like her stuff. So and I was like, damn, check this out. It's pretty good. Well acted as well, which is a plus.
I'm excited by horror. It's still exciting to me. There's enough good horror movies out there where they're trying different things. And yeah, I have moaned about the amount of sequels, like Insidious 5 is on the way, and it's like we don't need a fifth film. But there is a lot of really good horror movies where I can just kind of tip my hat and go enough to get excited by still. So I'm really happy. I mean, we've spoken about Malignant.
Yeah, Malignant.
That film was okay at the beginning, well shot, and we both discussed how it was like this is okay, This is, and it just breaks out halfway through. And you're like, when you see,
You push on a lull, full sense of security, goes along,
and it's just like the best ending to a horror movie I've seen in a long time. It's just like, oh, it transforms the whole movie. You go back and watch it again.
Yeah,
it just makes sense.
Stuff that you don't see the first time watching it, you go back again, then you'll see so you're like, oh my gosh.
James Wan is really good when he's not pumping out sequel after sequel of the same thing. He showed that in Aquaman. James Wan gets a bad rep. I wish he would stop doing sequels to everything. Because when he gets his original idea, because he's looking to do The Exorcist next, it's like, oh mate, stop it. But, but like, you look at, he does a lot of repeats. They've taken a lot of film franchises recently and they're rebooting them and everything.
Yeah.
But when he gets his own idea, it reminds you what a deadly director he can be.
That's what I'm saying. He's like such a special director as well. Once he gets an original IP, when he releases one, it's like he's like one of the best in the world. And like creating cinema when he's fully tuned in, and he's just his ideas, his visions, like doing it. Nothing to work off. Just his original idea. Boom. He's one of the guys. He's like the modern day Carpenter, bro. This guy's solid. Artwork on point, directing, score, all that stuff. It's just like solid.
The first Insidious was amazing.
Yeah.
And then they did another 3 of them. And the thing is, he can think of really cool ideas and visual cues, and like he's a really sharp director.
He's one of those guys. He's like one of the early guys who create like this horror universe as well. When you think about it, he had the Nun, he had flipping Valek, you know what I'm saying, with the Nun, and Cooking Man. He was supposed to do a spin-off of Cooking Man. That hasn't happened yet, so that's supposed to be happening at some point.
Yeah, but the problem with the Nun was it was shit.
Yeah, the Nun was like. But that's what I'm saying. One of these ones they can kind of go, yeah.
This is the problem with trailers that show too much stuff. You don't want to give too much away. And they've done it again and again and again and again and again. So yeah, that's the problem. You don't want to.
Yeah, the Conjuring universe is kind of drying out. Cooking Man, I still want to see what he does with Cooking Man if he does ever get released that. But the Conjuring universe is getting kind of used up at this point.
I'll tell you, the Cooking Man is Jimmy Savile.
Oh, jeez, I could feel something come out. I was gonna say something.
Yeah, but I talk about it next week. I watched the documentary.
Yeah.
Jimmy Savile, the true horror story.
Oh, yeah.
And it just makes you wonder how he got away with it. Like, because the BBC and the police knew. It's not an easy watch.
Yeah, they knew, mate. From the job.
He did how protect because he did all that good work, and this is it's interesting to hear. He did so much good for people. So why did he do? That's the thing we will never know. That's the thing that he's unknowable. He did so much good work.
Yeah, you can still be a villain, but still do good works, man. It's just how it is.
But that's how he got away with it, because people saw all the good work and he balanced himself out with what he did. And there's still some people that don't think Jimmy Savile did anything.
Yeah, so saying, you're gonna get those people, man. You're always never gonna get 100% majority, you know. That's how it is.
Well, there's always these people that come up the woodwork. I always hate it when they do this. Like, just come out and go for it the first time. Don't wait until one person does it. Be the first.
That's the thing, because you know, they'll say it straight away. So sometimes they wait for the next person to say, like, oh yeah, it's me.
If you become the first person, every other time someone will come out and do it. Why did they wait until he died? You should have done it when he was alive. He should have gone to jail. And then you realize they were looking into it. People were chasing him up on it because he was always so very vulgar about women and what, like, oh, they haven't caught me yet. I'm going to court on Thursday. and all the flags were there, man. By the time I grew up, Jimmy Savile would come off television mostly. I didn't.
Yeah.
Like you and me, like we were just a bit too young for Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not, but you know what I mean. But ding ding ding.
Jeez.
But like I watched it with a quiet sense of I need to watch more documentaries because good documentaries like that are amazing and like it's horrific. I think I wish they spent more time on unraveling it though because they just kept like he got away with it, he got away with it. It's like, well, can we get to the point where the third part should have covered the whole fallout?
Yeah, the whole thing.
You spent the whole time building up to it. They should have done a third episode so that they can deal with the fallout because the fallout was extraordinary to witness 10 years ago. I remember it.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Like you could have covered a whole episode on just what that year was like. Like, don't go into the details so much, but if you don't want to, I understand that. But like, it would be so cool to like, not cool, but it would have given more sense because right last 10 minutes, it's like Jimmy Savile. It all just kind of comes out.
Yeah. And they can't stop it like at the apex at the top part of the actual reveal. Yeah.
It's sad, but it would be more impactful if you'd done it slowly over time because I think it would have been more impactful to digest it.
Yeah.
It feels like it doesn't have the patience to tell you the rest of it, and it's done such a good job. And like he was mates with Thatcher, Diana, Charles, and it's just like he put the wool over everyone's eyes, man. It's horrifying.
Yeah, that's what you do, man. So I say so perhaps do when you're around. That's what they do. It's their gift, you know.
The gift of his God.
So yeah, that's some people have it. It's like the charismatic. That's why there's cults out there. You know, you get around people that they use this. It's their power. That's what it is. People listen.
It's always the weird ones that end up being this, like Marilyn Manson. Look at what's come out about him, Johnny Depp. It's like it's always the weird ones that seem to be the sex pest, the wife beaters. Michael Jackson. I mean, say what you want, nobody will ever know. But like, he's a bit weird. They pick on the weird ones, don't they?
Oh my god. Sorry that man. Justice for Johnny, bro. Take out Amber. Amber's a whole mess, bro. Amber's sick, bro. She's crazy.
He's a bit weird though, to be fair though.
He's always been eccentric. He's always been that way. Amber's just a straight savage. I was like, hearing a story about Amber. I was like, what the heck? Cutting off fingers and crapping in people's beds and that. I was like, what the freak? She's insane. She's nuts. She was a whole mess. I'm beating up Johnny Depp and that. What the freak? But yeah.
Just enough of that.
Amber needs to go. Amber needs to go. She needs to go, bro. She needs to leave.
She does need to go. It's a bit weird what's going on. And Kevin Nash is now, former wrestler Kevin Nash is now involved inside of it because she was hanging out with him. And apparently they're a couple.
What the freak is going on?
Like Kevin Nash, what? I popped my head up on the news. I'm like, what? Kevin Nash? What? The former WWF wrestler Kevin Diesel Nash.
What the heck is going on?
God.
What the heck is going on?
Why would you want to hit that guy? You take him to bed, he's going to pop his knee out again. Arsehole mode engaged. If you don't know, he's a guy
came up with. I was like, oh my dick.
He's a guy with a really bad history of injuries. Pretty much.
Nash, what the freak?
He always had an injury all the time, and he lifted his leg up in the air like a dog taking a piss. He always seemed to injure himself.
Legs got
Never the best wrestler though. Kevin Nash was never a good wrestler. I never
Nah,
rated.
he was never a good wrestler. It was all charisma with Kevin Nash, bro. Everyone loves Kevin Nash.
Jimmy Savile. I wonder if Kevin Nash is also a bad boy.
You never know, man. It's the 80s and 90s, bro. You never know.
His best move was in his hair, the flipping of the hair.
Yeah, that's where the memes came from. The gifts, the hair
Small
flip.
hair. That's where Triple H learned you got to have nice hair to be a main event.
So I used to do this.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the wrestling bit now. Sorry, this is a bit.
You do this. Hit punch, hair flip, kick, hair flip,
Elbow.
power bomb, hair flip. That's it. That was his moveset right there. The hair flip was his main move right there. That was it. Yeah, that's just that guy, bro.
So, I mean, last time we spoke about Stardom 2 months ago,
yeah,
there was so much happening. Yeah, we're gonna go to wrestling now. You might want to evacuate this podcast. At least it's not all wrestling this week. This time though,
you got some variety, guys. Come on, you got some variety.
this is a variety show today. I'm holding back a lot of shows for like the following weeks. I talked about the Jimmy Savile one.
Yeah,
but that's the short one, and I don't really want to. This is more of a conversation week.
yeah. This is a chat. This is basically a chat.
I can't talk about the Jimmy Savile horror story here. I might bring it up. I think Helen will bring something up like that next week or the week after.
Yeah, no, I think she'll probably delve into that.
I don't think she listens to this podcast when she's not on it, so it's fine. No, prove me wrong. No.
Yeah.
No, but we can talk about it again in a couple of weeks if we need to. But I just want to talk about something that was short and yeah, because it's been on my mind a lot about how people can use power to corrupt and stuff, and yeah. So Stardom, and this is like a serious week, so it's kind of like a chat between 2 minutes. This podcast this week, I can't enjoy it.
Before we get to Stardom, have you seen those pictures of Jared Leto and his cult?
No, I haven't.
Oh my gosh!
What's he done now?
Hey, go real quick. Go on Google, type in Jared Leto cult.
This is why Morbius is shit, because Jared Leto just shits on everything he does.
I saw this and that because he was on the talk show. He had like white nail bar and his shit, all dressed in all white. It was a BBC show, and it was like, yeah, he's talking like that, and I was like, wait a second, what the heck? Who's typing Jared Leto real quick? Something weird going on. Typing Jared Leto, and I was like, this guy got a damn whole cult. I was like, what the heck?
He's gonna be dead. He's gonna be dead in a couple of years because of drugs. I swear to God.
He's on the next trip right now. He's got people at some area unknown location of like his fans of like, I'm like, what the heck?
Weird lad.
You see it? It's all dressed in white. I'm like, what the heck is going on, bro? He's all sitting in like a.
I've just said, why is no one talking about Jared Leto's history of paedophilia and predatory behavior?
What?
Oh dear. I can't find it.
Just type in Jared Leto cult, it'll come up. Cult. Cult. CULT.
God. Trey, why are we friends?
What do you mean? I'll ask for the questions at all.
There's a cult.
Cult.
What's he wearing at the Morbius head?
It's all white, bro. Look at that. All white. All people like I mean, praising him and that.
He's the most irritating Hollywood guy at the moment. And also, like, he's the only shit Joker we've had in the movies. Like, it's not hard. And also, well, it is hard, but, like, I knew we were in trouble when he was Joker because it went damaged on his head or something crazy. And somebody went, oh my God. Like, it's too on the nose.
Yeah, it's too obvious.
Because he's literally holding his head.
Because of the smile on his hand going.
He's literally holding his head like, I remember the promo shot of him grabbing his head like, I'm crazy. It's like, oh no, you've completely missed the boat on that. But Jared Leto is just a shit actor. So, and his band are pretty shit as well. 30 Seconds to Mars. If you're 30 Seconds to Mars, you should never reproduce. You should go drown yourself in the bath.
Don't say that, bro.
Don't reproduce, please.
We got to tell them I'm checking the Mars fans, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
No. But I like just stay away from humanity. Go and join the cult.
Anyway, they got some good tracks, bro. The early stuff
And
was
please don't
solid, bro.
reproduce. People
Hey,
that
the early stuff was solid, bro. I got the first seconds of eventually the early album. That album was fire.
Why don't you go to the cult and suck his dick or whatever it is?
Not that new stuff. Nah, I'm good.
We're going back to Stardom. No, because like Jared Leto. I think we need to call this episode Jared Leto is a dick.
Oh my gosh. Oh god, Ben's going in right now, Jared Leto.
The cunt of Jared Leto.
The cult of Leto.
The cunts of Jared Leto. Yeah, that's the name of the episode. The cunts of Jared Leto. The cult of bunch of okay. We could just go Jared Leto is a cunt, and he knows it.
Jared Oh my god, man, you're killing me. You're killing me. Oh god.
Jared Leto and his amazing cunts. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that's the episode title.
Oh no,
yeah.
man, no.
You should have done that. There we
Man,
go.
what have we done?
Oh, Troy, you really do give me ammunition sometimes. It's your own fault. So we're going to talk about Stardom. So you might want to run away now.
Guys. Stardom mode, let's go.
Let's go. So last time we spoke about it was a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
And things were all over the goddamn place. And now things are even more over the goddamn place.
Yeah. Even more so now. Oh my gosh.
So I don't even know where to begin. So let's start with Azumi beating Starlight Kid for the high speed title. So that Momo and Starlight Kid could get the tag belts. Well done, Black Peach.
I like that. The Black Desire, that's what they call themselves, Black Desire now.
Black Desire, is it Black? Oh no, is it Black?
Also, the team, Black Desire now.
Oh, sorry, Momo is the Black Peach.
Yeah, yes. She's Black Peach, yeah.
Black Desire.
Black Desire.
Is it what they call themselves? Dark Desire? Or?
Yeah, I think Starlight Kid because that's something like that. Yeah, so they put them together for themselves. Yeah, Black Desire now. It's called Black Desire.
Maybe they like black guys. That's cool. Sometimes Japanese English is just if you think about it in the Western world, it'll be like Black Desire. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe they like the dick. Anyway, so
black people like, yeah, Black Desire, yeah.
Go to Japan, Troy. You don't get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm yelling at them like, Momo, I'm coming. Momo, I'm coming for you. I'm coming. I'm here. Here, Momo.
Sorry, I'm trying to keep on top of it. So Yuri managed to do back-to-back wins over Mayu and Yulia. Yeah. And so you decided to leave the group, Donna Del Mondo. And she's taking Mirai with her and some ass kicker.
Suri and Mirai have gone.
Where's she from? Do you know where she's from? I
literally don't know where she's from, you know. She could be BDT, maybe. I don't know.
But she seems pretty cool. And God's Eye, which is a great name for a group.
That is a great name for a stable, for a faction, man. God's Eye. That sounds tight.
The problem is, I'm still not. I'm still not with my Sakurai in that group of Donna Del Mondo, and it doesn't matter how many times you put her.
Yeah.
Put her back in Cosmic Angels. It doesn't. She's just the odd one out of that group.
It doesn't work. It's just like she's so like. It's just I don't know.
She's greener than Kermit the Bloody Frog out
exactly.
there.
And that faction is not meant for green members. It's not meant for that. It's meant for all of them people that are literally established right now. They can work like strong style, speed. They can like wrestle like their asses off. And she isn't that kind of person to be doing that. Like just it just doesn't work. They're all premier athletes, all of them. And she's just the odd one out, just standing there, the weak link. And that team isn't meant for the weak links. It should be like an evolution or flipping Shield. It should be like, oh, the White Family. All of them should be like solid.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it myself. I'm going to be definitely honest with you. She's the odd one out of the 8. Well, she's now. If they got rid of her, Donna Del Mondo would have like 5 members again, and it would be a pretty good 5 again.
Yeah, it's on 5. Yeah, I'm seeing her. I'm like, she's gonna take the pin, right? Yeah, she's gonna take the pin, right?
She takes the pin. That's the one thing Stardom still needs to work on. You can see which person is going to take the pin and attack.
Easily from a mile away. You're like, okay, I've already seen this match. I'm always gonna lose. So I'm like, yeah, skip.
It's like if Cosmic Angels put Wacker in there, she's getting pinned 6 days to Sunday. Lovable Wacker, she's brilliant. I'm a big fan of her, but she's always going to eat the pin.
I want her to progress. I literally want her to progress. I'm like, please.
That's the thing about Japanese wrestling, Bob. They will just beat those young lions into the ground.
Yeah, I'm just destroying I'm literally the female young lions. That's literally what she is, just a young lion.
It's all gone a bit mental because Queen's Quest has gone and got Tomoka Iniba.
Yeah.
Who's joins Queen's Quest with Lady C. So that's that happening. And she's already winning matches, so she's making Wacker look pretty crap. Lady C's leveling up. She's already gone to Queen's Quest and it works.
Lady C, I like Lady C. She's doing well.
And then you got Mei Sakura. If you may remember her, she was with Emi Sakurai on AEW coming over for Razumi. Forbidden Doors open, baby. I mean, then you got Hana going on quite a good run. She's beating up her sisters a lot with the belt. And Saya Tani to find that she beat her teammate Utami, which is nuts. That's a big ass win because I thought she was dropping the belt there and she didn't. Then
Utami's putting people over right now, so she's just kind of putting people over a little bit now.
But it's great. I mean, and I guess the winner of the Cinderella gets her, and Hazuki is most probably going to be Onatsupoi. But that's the great thing. She's told all 4 of them middle finger. You're moving all 4 of them up into the middle portion of the card.
Yeah.
So that's great. I think Azumi needs to come up away from the high speed title as well now. So you need to kind of move her up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought.
Yeah. I like Tommy, man. Tommy was kind of there for me. I was like, Tommy cool. Now Tommy's slowly going up. She has that charisma, man. Tommy got that charisma. I can see it now. It's shining through a bit more now for me.
Yeah, and they're moving people up into that mid card and just having more. The good thing about Stardom is when they're challenging for the main title, Himika goes next. Like they got a good rotation policy.
Himika, I like Himika. I like her. I like her a lot. That's for a big girl. She can move, bro.
But the thing is, Stardom lot can just go in that ring. It's like
she's probably the best female big woman in the business.
I mean, the thing about Stardom is like we could just be here for hours talking about how good the roster is.
Yeah.
Like it is impressive how big they've got, but unlike AEW, they've been very careful with the invaders coming in now and again.
Yeah,
because the roster is stuffed now, and it's good, but it's a good stuffed. Cody's like a part-timer. She comes in for the big shows.
Yeah.
And you've got a roster where you've introduced enough new faces now, and that 5-star Grand Prix in August is going to be stacked. Like, you could do a 30-woman tournament. You could do a big...
Yeah, because people are saying now they should be putting Stardom with the AEW women, because they're saying because the men are doing it. What's Stardom doing? Because that's their sister company. Why aren't they putting their women's wrestling with them? But I'm like...
Stardom will show up most of that women's roster.
That roster is not ready for that stuff.
I mean, Britt Baker, right? Let's talk about Britt Baker. Everyone goes, she's a great wrestler. She's not that good as people.
She's not a great wrestler. I'll say that to you right now.
She's all about the character work.
Anyone listen to this podcast right now, she is not a great wrestler. Stop, put that to bed right now. She is not a great wrestler. She never was. Never was. Get that straight. She's a mouthpiece. She's a good, very good mouthpiece.
She's not bad.
She's like borderline. She's borderline okay.
She's got a nice ass, and she's the better looking out of her and Adam Cole. But she's got good character work. But I feel like she's a bit. How do you say it?
She's still green in parts, man. She's not. You know what she's lacking. She's lacking that ring psychology. I'd say that in-ring psychology. She's lacking that. If she had that in spades, her matches would be much better in general because she would cover up all the weaknesses that she has. She doesn't have that in the ring.
I'm gonna say it now. Thunder Rosa could definitely go get Stardom.
Yeah.
You got Taya Conti, who's better than Britt Baker. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, ring wise, yeah, for sure.
She's come on leaps and bounds in AEW. Like, she's ridiculous.
Ring wise, yeah, she could easily work that strong style easily.
People said Ruby Soho. I was like, yeah, no, not Ruby Soho. Are you kidding me, bitch? She's a basic bitch, as Drag Race would say. Basic bitch. She wrestles basic wrestling, bro. She's not that good. Emi Sakurai, Hikaru Shida, Riho.
Yeah. Riho, yeah. All right. Riho's okay. She's great.
Tony Storm stand up.
Storm and Hater, my girl Hater.
They covered her pants up though. I'm not a big fan of her butt being covered up in those trousers, but that's okay.
Oh god, my girl Hater though. Hater putting that strong style. We don't need Hater in that ring, bro. We need Hater in that ring. Come on.
Jamie Hayter needs to get a Britt Baker's shadow because she's hilarious and dark this week on the microphone.
She was awesome. She was awesome.
So funny and so really good on the mic.
You hear all the comments about her as well. Everyone loves her on the commentary. They love her voice.
She's really good with the fans, and she just sounds like a star. She'll make a good babyface. You got Chris Statlander. You got Emma Hirsch. She's coming on quite well.
Emma Hirsch, yeah.
All those girls could go to war with Stardom, right?
Yeah, they could. They got some roster. They got good roster there. They got some roster there.
Why have they not gone and got Athena? Why have they not gone and got Maya Yim?
Yeah.
Like those two, I don't get why you don't go and get those two because AEW's women's roster needs a lot of work. Red Velvet, Sky Blue, all these crap. Nyla Rose could do a good job as well against Stardom. She's very good. She's a very good wrestler. I like Nyla Rose.
No, that was okay. I wasn't very good. She's okay for me. She has to have a certain opponent to have a good match with. She has to have a certain.
She has presence though. She's certainly better than Britt Baker.
Yeah, sure. That's not a very high bar, but yeah.
Demonte is pretty good as well.
Demonte, yeah. I feel sorry for her. I literally feel sorry for her, man. They only see her as a tag team wrestler. It's annoying.
Yeah,
you can do so much more as a single off.
Bunny can fuck off, and so can Penelope Ford. She's disappeared.
Oh, Penelope Ford, she's the worst in that ring. Oh, I gave her a chance at first, and I was like, oh, she may be getting better. Then she just fell off a cliff. I don't know what happened.
Cargill could learn a lot from the Stardom lot, I think.
Yeah, I think she'll do well over there. I think if she goes over there and gets some training done, I think she'll be a star. She'll be a star.
She's a star already.
She'll be a star over there.
So, like, I think because Stardom.
Do you know who's training her up right now? Do you know who's training her?
Who?
Bryan Danielson.
Oh, she's gonna go places.
He's training her up because she's always asking questions and that. He's like, yeah, okay, I'll tell you. I'll show you, man.
Oh, Wheeler Yuta being part of Blackpool. I need to say Black Boy.
Yeah,
Blackpool.
The Black Boy Club.
That would be amazing. This is the
Black Boy Comeback Club.
The shit out of white boy.
Imagine that, the Black Boy Comeback. Black Boy Comeback Club. Oh, God. Yeah.
They should totally just every black wrestler in America should just jump into the WWE and slap
Yeah, she's coming out of nowhere.
What's
But
up,
yeah,
man? Just put him through a table.
guys.
So what do you think of Momo Watanabe? No, not Momo Watanabe. What do you think of what's her name? There's a talking about Stardom again.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about. I would love to have Yuki Sakazawa on AEW more actually, and Maki Ito. I
Oh.
remember her and Rio had a really good match on Dark Elevation.
Yeah, then she just
You know,
weird.
Maki Ito shit. I'm like, I'm sorry. Did you watch her with Rio? She was smooth as butter in that ring.
Exactly. What the heck? And then she's over as well. She was over with that crowd. Like,
Two good people to have a good wrestling match. Maki Ito and Riho was a great 15-minute barn burner on Dark Elevation. She's got the charisma out the wazoo, that one as well. Her and Yuka Sakazaki, I'm not being rude to Riho. Riho just comes out and waves. Great wrestler. She's got the personality of a bloody
she
cardboard.
has zero charisma. We all have zero charisma, bro. Zero.
Shida has quite a lot of good.
Shida has improved charisma wise. She's improved because she's showing more of herself.
She's really good, and she's making the effort.
Yeah, character work has gone up. Shut up.
I want. What's the one with the glasses? Oh, they had someone. Rio Mizuzaki.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Like, bring her back. She was amazing.
Yeah. Oh my God, she was the one, bro.
Joshi is brilliant. Like,
she was the one. Everyone loves this. What you doing, Tony Khan, bro?
So
if I was Japanese talent, get the charismatic ones, get the weak ones, bro.
I would.
UK Yakashi.
Oh, Saiti Da is back as well in Stars as well. Jesus Christ. I would fire certain people in Stardom and I would just replace them with the other girls in AEW. Your Rihos, your Ikada, Shidas, I would go get Io Shirai, Sadi, Oscar. Just have a Joshi's Women promotion, Miko Satomura. Just have them all storm each other like 5-star matches. And it'd be a new concept of. And then we've got all these bitches, and they're going to decide who wrestles each other. I don't know who's going to win the match. They can do it themselves and just walk off. They will fucking rule. 8-man.
I'm gonna put them together. Like.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I let them book the promotion themselves. I just go, and all these bitches are going to have matches tonight. I don't know. It's going to be amazing. Oh, Momo Congo. That's the one, the Stars one. I've not made my mind up on her yet.
Oh, other Momo, second Momo. I like her. She's okay. I like her.
She's okay. She's got. It's when it's new people, it takes a while to get used to them, I think. And I'm not.
I've been watching a lot of her matches. She's pretty. I like her. She's pretty good. She's got charisma. I like her.
She won a match though, but I think she beat Waka up, which isn't hard. Waka's like.
She's very charismatic. I got to say that out of the Stars women, she's very charismatic.
I would totally bring Waka into every match I'm in to make it a freeway, and you just pin her and win all the belts.
I'm just waiting for them to just like change her gear because she has that flipping dress, that high dress up there. It looks weird.
I'll just put her up in the back and drag her outside. 1, 2, 3.
Wacko, bro. I want to see him give her a push, man. Wacko deserves the push, bro. Come on, give her a push, bro.
So, I mean, there was a lot of matches. I mean, there's the Cinderella tournament. I mean, is there any that surprised you?
Ooh, it surprised me. Ooh. The only one that Julia match doesn't surprise me.
I'm looking at the first round, and it shows you the amount of women they've got now.
Yeah, they've got a ton.
I mean,
a lot of them are still out as well. Some of them are still injured, so like they haven't got the full amount as well. So that's also makes it crazy.
Yeah, I mean, oh, it's Mayu Amasaki. Sorry, that's the new Stardom.
Yeah.
She joined Queen's Quest, didn't she?
Yeah.
That's really cool. Feyaka, the Austrian, she's going to be the greatest thing ever. She's so much charisma coming off of her.
Tekla's oozes charisma, bro. Every time she moves around that ring, I'm like, yes, let's go.
The spider, and it was the thing between her and Mina was.
Oh, Mina, that was the feud of the year, bro.
Really funny.
The year.
I still laughed really hard when she went. those are fake boobs. These are all natural. It's like that's on a house show as well. Like that's nuts. That's character development.
I know they just build up every episode. They really give us interact every time they see them. I love it. It's on-site interaction.
How is Saki Kashima got to the quarterfinals of the Cinderella tournament? I don't get it.
I don't know. That's something that's I don't know.
Fans keep telling me, "Oh, you just don't see it." It's like, really? What am I meant to see? She can't wrestle. But the problem is, right, all the favourites got eliminated early on. So, like, the middle bit of it, I get the thing of building new stars to the finals. But the thing Stardom do really badly on Cinderella tournaments is they eliminate them over the top rope or a time limit draw. They both get knocked out. Just have some balls and book a pinfall. Just do it.
Yeah, to be honest, that's probably the only like bad spot with this whole tournament because so many over the top rope and flipping time limit draws, man. I'm like, what the freak?
Because like it's better than the other years one. 2020 was like a bad year for Stardom. I mean, they literally eliminated half the competition in the first round. But like, don't do the top rope thing. Just eliminate each. Like, do it in pinfall. I don't want to see
a submission, man. Geez, one or the other. Flipping out.
Because you're not really getting people over. So Kogima's victory over Gulia should be more. Yeah. Oh, even if it's a cheeky roll up, it's a big deal. Then maybe don't book the match.
Exactly. You put him in these weird positions, like, oh my gosh. Trying to do the Toriano type effect in it. That's what they're trying to do. The surprise upset. The roll up, the low blow and the roll up.
I mean, we haven't even talked about Kairi Sane coming back to drop an elbow and Starlight Kid. Like, this company is insane. I can't keep up anymore.
Kairi Sane, the legend.
Oh, Cosmic Angels have got the 6-woman tag belts back.
That's funny as well because Kairi Sane, she sent a tweet. You know when she does that, the elbow, the sliding knee, flying forearm, and she sent it to AJ Styles and he goes, "Oh, you're the best." AJ Styles put like a love heart on the thing. It's funny because the AJ Styles, the phenomenal forearm in it. So he does it because that's what Kairi Sane does, isn't it? Because she paid homage to AJ Styles. AJ Styles like, oh yeah, I respect it. I was dying. Oh god, AJ Styles and Kairi Sane friends, in it. That was funny. But yeah, Cosmic Angels, yeah, 6-man.
They've got the belts again.
Oh, that's interesting.
I can't find it because apparently people don't. I found it on the Twitter because apparently Stardom is really bad at. People are always about all the other promotions but Stardom. What annoys me is no YouTubers cover them, so you have to kind of go on their YouTube channel and kind of pay attention to what the Twitter's telling you. We Are Stardom English Twitter is really good for keeping up to date.
Yeah, they do.
Going on. So go use them because it kind of helps me understand what's going on because the Cosmic Angels had the 6th belt, the 3 belts, which has told me what's happened. So I'm guessing that they've lost. Oh, this is nuts. At May 15 at Korakuen Hall, it's a 5-way battle. Azumi versus Hina versus Utami versus Kamatani versus Lady C. The winner is the new leader of Queen's Quest. Why does that sound like they're going to explode? What is that about?
New leader? What the heck going to decide the leader now? What the?
Isn't that Azumi? I guess Momo was the leader beforehand then.
Yeah, Momo was the original leader. But what the heck is going on? What the heck? Leader of Queen's Quest. Oh snap. I thought Tommy was the unofficial leader of that crew. So I thought.
Oh, I'm sorry. This Saturday in Kobe, it's tomorrow. It's a rematch. Cosmic Angels to take back the belts from Mahime Poe. I guess the picture was them just kind of going, this is when we were the champions.
Oh, about to say, yeah, I was about to say. I was like, wow, when was that?
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was about to go, what the heck?
Oh, yeah, by the way, Konami's coming back as well already.
Yeah, I heard about that. Heard about a return. You see Julia with the roster. Julia had a massive flag like this. saying when you return, that's a massive flag. But yeah,
She's going. If she goes over to, she would fit right in. Donna Demonda. Just have her take. Just have her kick my Sakurai's head off. Because Konami,
anyhow, Konami sees her, bro. She's gonna get head kicked in, bro.
She is like the how do you say it? She is, how do I say this? She's like the big E of that company, where she's got all the potential, but you're not using it. She's got the fans behind her. You should push her to the main event because she's not doing anything.
Who?
Konami, like she was wasting her day time. Yeah. Like she wasn't.
She hardly anything over there.
She's not done anything in Stardom. She should be higher up. She's like MMA inspired. She should be like, she fitted right in with Donna. She should go to God's Eye.
And like 9% of the matches are literally 5 stars. Most of the matches are 5 stars, anyways. This woman put on 5-star classics every time she stepped in the ring. Was mad.
So Prominence, which is those arseholes with the sticks, have turned up. So it'll be Suzuki. I mean, this is my Sakurai. So you need to kind of figure out, are they come? Well, this would make sense because this is a Donna Del Mondo feud with them, but
yeah, they're all just started. Yes, them two. Yes, their kind of feud.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy what's going on, man. There's, like, sometimes it's difficult to kind of.
Oh, that Providence gonna freak out here, just to beat him up and destroy him and send him out there, send him packing.
Yeah.
Providence gonna freak out here.
But I will say this now. I think Starlight Kid is coming up. Those tag titles mean she's getting moved up the card a little bit. Should be the red champion by the end of next year at least. I think they're going to move Starlight Kid.
Oh, Starlight! You feel that? Yeah.
I feel there is a time coming where she's going to be the red belt champion.
But to be honest,
the problem is like AEW. If you're an original AEW member, you see all this new talent coming in. You must be pissed right now because you'll be like, "How am I meant to get to the top?" Because Stardom's got an AEW. They're not quite up the level, but it's almost a level of, damn, you got some talent. And it must be hard to book a company like that. Because I think Giulia is going to win the. I'm going to say it now. When they go on their summer holidays, they will. This is something that will happen. Giulia will win the Grand Prix and she will take Shirley down in December. Stardom don't do quick title runs. They do long title runs.
Yeah.
That red belt. They do not. They don't do. And that's why I respect that belt. It's like AEW. They look after their champions. Except for if you're named Scorpio Sky, which then they don't care about you. What a waste. Basically, I think it's good. It's cool. I'm looking forward to it. Stardom, I'm excited by. They don't need any new people for a while.
Yeah, they don't need the one right now. It's cool.
There was a bit where I was worried that there was too much happening, but then they've steadied the ship. It's not like AEW where they just keep throwing 6 more people in every week. They've kind of needed to fill out the roster a bit, and they've done it. They've almost doubled how many people they had at the start of the year, and now I think that they can just settle it down. I'll be very happy. Let me bed in all these new people that you've now got. These Prominence girls are coming in and out of the company.
Yeah.
I need to. There's so many. The bikini special is going to be wall to wall gash next time.
Special go off the
chart. Like, seriously, there's too many groups. There has to be a group that has to go away.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Starlight Kid is like exceptional on the mic. She's a great talker. She is.
And she can speak English, apparently.
Yeah, she's very cosmic. You can tell she speaks English. You can tell the way she conveys her messages and how she moves around, how she speaks. You can tell she can. But yeah, she's very charismatic. The first time I saw her, I was like, "Oh, who is this?" I was like, "Is that someone called Starlight Kid?" I was like, "Who's this?" Like, just looking in the mics, like looking in the camera. shows all the cameras are. She like flexing.
I mean, when she first started, she was just the luchador, and she stood out. But there, I mean, I got into it last year just as she swapped to Ode Tai. So you and me are both. I'm the one that got you to go back and watch all the old stuff, and you see all of the background of the time, and like you appreciate her time in Stars now, and like then you see that the move. It's like with Momo, it really and Ode Tai is a shit stable. So it's really good. It's actually quite smart.
Yeah.
Like a reverse My Sakurai. You're adding to it by adding these two to the group.
Yeah.
It actually gives them a lot of star power.
They needed it all the time.
Otherwise, they ain't got nothing on that team. Like
you're dead in the water after that. Dead in the water.
And you needed a really good bunch of people to help Ode Tai out.
That's why I got him. That's why I got more Starlight Kid over there. Without them, you got no
Because Momo and Starlight Kid aren't relying so much on the cheating; they're just winning.
No, because they can just win matches. They don't.
But that's what I need. I'm so sick and tired of the ridiculous amount of interference they throw in.
Yeah.
And the referee's looking away, checking his shoes, whatever he's doing. He can't hear anything going on.
I don't know what you do, referee. What the frick? Look at the hydrants, guys. This woman's got a wrench. What's else going on over there, man? You got a chair, a suitcase.
That referee should just slap people, just like headbutt them.
This is what I do. I love when they're, Rukia, she literally brings out the suitcase every time she comes out there. And just leaves the suitcase on the side of the ring. The referee just like, what the heck is this? Kicking the suitcase. Like, hey, no, leave the suitcase. He kicks it now. What the heck?
That's nuts.
Oh, God.
It's my screen now. So, yeah, so the New Blood shows next week. They've got Waka with this chick, Monaco Hanzono. I don't know where she's from.
Oh, yeah.
But there's a mystery outside of the Cosmic Angels take on Ode Tai.
Okay, New Blood, okay.
So, like, at least they can't lose the match because, what's Tam doing? Stardom is just taking the piss. They're just like, yo, you want to come and work with us?
Yeah, they're getting a lot of people rocking up. Stardom's like the #1 women's company, so they like exposure in it.
You see where the cursor is there?
Yeah, I see the cursor. Yes, I see the cursor.
There's so many interesting people. I can't keep up with all these new people. I think this is a free show as well.
New Blood.
Oh, these are the sisters. Rena and Hanan. That looks like a man. Ari's a man. Look at him. So basically, I mean, Hina, Hanan, and Rena are like, they had a freeway recently. It was just three sisters kicking the shit out of each other. It was amazing.
Oh my God. I love it.
When this is coming, I think it's free. Yeah, so the next big show is this one. Natsupoi, and then you got Metsuruga. I think it's really good that they keep bringing in all these outsiders as well, because it's keeping it. It's like AEW with their open door. It keeps it fresh a little bit. You never quite know who's coming through the door. I wish I knew more about their yeah, because if you blink, Stardom and AEW have got 300 new people coming up. So both companies need to kind of slow it down now, because the one good thing about WWE is I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, you know exactly who's going to be on the show. You know exactly who's going to be there.
Exactly. So I kind of feel like everyone was going WrestleMania was great. I was like, was it? It was okay. They're going on like Lesnar Reigns was amazing. It wasn't. It was shit.
That was a terrible match. That was a horrible match.
It was an okay WrestleMania, but like I have no faith in the future because it was just going back to the same booking.
Nah, I never have no faith in that company. As long as Vince around, I have no faith in that company ever.
Bianca Belair next year needs to put Charlotte down like a bitch. Like she's put down the 3 other horsewomen.
Yeah, she needs to stop.
She needs to pick Charlotte and be like, yo. And then she needs to go back to NXT and go, I need to win that. because I never got that belt.
Yeah.
Like she's always the one that was kind of bumping ahead. She came along in the reign of Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And I always felt bad for Bianca Belair. She never got the bloody NXT Women's Championship belt when she should have.
Whenever they said push her to the top, someone else new came in, got the spot, and then she'd get up again. Somebody else new came in, took her spot.
Yeah, Shayna Baszler was on that amazing 2-year run where she dropped it halfway to Kairi Sane and got it back, and she was just on a run with that belt. And the timing for Bianca Belair, I'm so glad, because when she first came up to the main roster, she disappeared for most of the year. It's like, oh, they left it. And then but they've done well with her since.
They're okay. It's still suspect some of that feud because Sasha Banks literally had to talk up for her because Bianca Belair start to flounder again.
But Sasha's finally got the belt, finally got her WrestleMania win. And I feel like it's a bit racial. Let's put the two black women together. Naomi and Sasha. You're black, yeah.
That's Vince. But yeah.
It's a bit awkward. I'm sorry, it is awkward. I'm going to call WWE out on it. It's a bit, if I was Sasha Banks, I would know what you're doing.
Oh my god, pretty obvious, isn't it? Yeah, but
more Naomi. I'm happy.
I'm happy for Naomi. That's happy for. I'm happy for Naomi, and I think that's why Sasha did it. It's just like, okay, if they're gonna do this, let's get it done. Let's get the titles, man. Let's get we done with some gold. You know what I'm saying? Because now Sasha knows she can easily get the championship result anytime she wants, which thinks about it. But Naomi's the one who needs the gold.
Naomi needs to be given more respect. I mean,
yeah, I know it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's like what? And the thing is, it's like Naomi is the only one who's given like Charlotte a good match in like ages now. Because that last match she had with Charlotte, everyone was like raving about that match. And even Charlotte herself was like, "Yo, Naomi's good. Naomi's good." I'm saying, and they never push her. It's just like this doesn't see her as a star, so that's how it is.
They're a bit scared to push her, and it's like, well, no, everyone loves Naomi.
Exactly, and then you can see on YouTube every time Naomi's in like a video or anything, it gets like millions of views. So do
you remember when she attacked Paige and she comes out in these red hot pants and you can see her arse cheeks? It's like, oh, that is doing something. That is hot. Jay Uso, you lucky dog. Do you remember all this?
Stuff like this ain't using it, bro. Everyone loves Naomi, bro, for different reasons, bro. Stuff like that as well. So come on, man, use it.
Damn, it's just like water coming out of my mouth. It's like gush out.
That's why every one of the videos get millions of views. It's like the whole time, like
her arse brought that to the thing, bro. Like
the whole time, it's like.
Jay Uso, you let your wife leave the house like that? Wow. Put that on lockdown, bro. I wouldn't be letting anyone. Damn, it's like, white rear view. I can see where your ass is a finishing move. Jesus Christ. Bonsai drop. It'd be like a nuclear bomb going off. Oh, her head's falling off.
Your bomb's going off.
I'm trying to put her head back on her shoulders.
Oh my god.
If she's dead, you can pin her.
Oh my god, that's funny, man. Oh, it's why I need to push Naomi, man. Stuff like this, bro. It's just this stuff. Like, come on now. Every time she goes on there, she gets raved about, gets talked about. I mean, come on, man. Use the good press. Push her, for goodness sake.
We're not going to talk about WWE that much because there's nothing about. We're not going to talk about Edge and Damian Priest's House of Black ripoff either. We're not going to do it. We're just not going to talk about WWE because I just can't be bothered. Everyone's going on like they have a good WrestleMania and everyone's like, oh, here we go. No. It's still going.
AEW is flopping with that House of Black.
I don't want to hear WWE is good because it's not. It's awful. Like Nakamura versus Reigns. Why is Nakamura not being built up before you give him that match?
Yeah, I mean, come on, what are you doing? You have one of the most popular wrestlers.
It's a great match
on your roster.
But Nakamura should be challenging for it more regularly. It's like You've got a Roman Reigns problem now. Roman Reigns is going to get boring now because you've run out of challenges. I'm already bored of Roman Reigns winning all the time.
There's no one
You
left.
should drop the belt. Cody Rhodes needs to bloody crossroads that bitch this year. You don't wait another year for The Rock, and then he keeps the belt still. That Roman Reigns thing this year, people are going to turn. They're going to turn on it very quickly if he continues to have the belts.
There's no one left, bro. There's no one left for Reigns. That's what I'm saying. They've backed themselves into a corner now. There's no one left for Reigns.
That's why you should have done The Rock this year, and then had Cody Rhodes be the one to stop him before the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, he's got no one left. He basically just might as well stay at home for another year because there's no one for him to fight, and there's no one built up credible enough to beat him. So it's just ridiculous.
People are going to turn on it very quickly. That's the problem that you have now with Roman Reigns. People are going to get bored of it. I'm already bored of Roman Reigns. Like, he's a great champion, but you've gone for everyone.
So it's like he beats someone and that's it.
And you're not building anyone up. You're not building anyone up. Like Roman Reigns is everyone in the mid card. It's like there's no main event.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There is no main event slot. There is none. He's the main event. That's it.
And that's really bad for business. Yeah. That's really going to bite them in the ass.
I know. So when
you have to drop a nuclear bomb on Roman Reigns, and he's still going to hit that spear. You know?
Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. Because after Rock comes back, what the heck is there after that?
I don't care. I don't want the Rock to come back.
There's no one else after the Rock.
You don't need the belt for that. You don't need the belt for that. Cody, go make Cody be the guy to stop him.
Exactly, Cody. Okay, if they're gonna bring up Cody, they have to do this guy properly, bro. Build this guy up. Make him a credible threat for Roman Reigns. Make him a savage, beating everyone in sight. No one left. Then he goes. Cody's like, wrestling is more than one royal family.
They've done really good so far, and Cody Rhodes is a pain in the ass, but they've done really well with him so far.
Yeah.
I am watching that bit. I want to see how quickly they screw up Cody Rhodes, bro, because it's going to come.
You know Vince already, bro. If you ain't Samoan and part
of well, we need Wardlow and we need MJF, and I'm like, they're surely not that stupid to come to your company. Surely, if you're an AEW star, you're going to New Japan or something. You're like, I'll go over there. I'm not going over here. If John Moxley does end up in WWE again, I'm gonna go to America and I'll punch him in the face for being a twat. So I don't want to hear them moan about. I don't want to hear these wrestlers now moaning about, I should have gone to WWE. Don't go to WWE.
Yeah, you know what it's like already.
You know what it's like. If you re-sign and you're not doing anything, you've only got yourself to blame for putting yourself back in that position. No one else.
Exactly.
I don't want to hear.
I want to hear. I want to hear a reveal of what they did. I want to care. I want to hear about it. I don't want to hear nothing like that. I don't want to hear it.
You put yourself back in that position of being an idiot to go back to Vince McMahon, and you know you shouldn't have done it.
Stupid.
I get disappointed every time I see someone like Kevin Owens resign. I'm like, you could have done so much good stuff in AEW. I'm glad you got more money for your kid, but I'm disappointed because you could have done so much more in AEW.
Him and Sammy resigned, both of them. Him and Sammy, bro, the brothers. Oh my gosh.
What have they done with Kevin Owens since? Nothing.
Nada.
Beaten up by Steve Austin. Everyone's going, he got buried by an retired Steve Austin. Who does that help? No one. I shook my head at that. Austin, no problem, but it wasn't cool. It's not Austin versus Goldberg or Austin versus another legend. It's Austin beating someone on your main roster. Johnny Knoxville beating Sami Zayn. What does that do? The Miz beats it like Paul Logan beating Dominic and Ray. What is going on? You don't do that. Like, my God, it makes your main roster look so shit.
No, it's like literally all the main roster people flipping lost. It's like, what the heck? You got Pat McAfee beating Austin Theory. What the hell was it? Oh my gosh! Even he beat Austin Theory. What the?
And then McMahon pinned him. Like,
that means your roster.
I'm glad I don't watch this stuff because people are getting really pissed. It's like
he basically said to yourself, my own roster is garbage. We all lost our matches.
Why do these people keep watching it then? Walk away and go and watch some Stardom. Go and watch AEW. Go and watch some Ring of Honor. Go watch something that isn't WWE. Go support someone else.
Oh,
Please.
exactly, please. They won't do it. They're brainwashed.
I'm so sick of YouTube channels not covering Stardom and New Japan. They're just too focused on what WWE's doing. I don't care. But people are stubborn and they just keep watching shit until
They're gonna watch it, Ben. They're brainwashed, man.
it's like Doctor Who. It's like finally they see what they've done now. The ratings are in the toilet. They've seen what's happened. They course corrected. So what you need to do is go to the arena and just sit there like this. Nothing would be funny if Roman Reigns is trying to get people to react and they're just sitting there. Becky Lynch is here.
You'll be like, acknowledge me. It was Vince be like,
Vince McMahon's dead. Yay! Yay, fuck him. Fuck him.
Vince needs to step down, bro. He's buried his company enough, bro. Bro.
Yeah, he definitely needs.
That's what people say. It's just, I think it's just true at this point, bro. He's trying to
gonna die. He's gonna die. He's not stepping down before he drops.
Yeah, you're gonna literally have to like pry it from his dead hands at this point.
But that's the problem. He should step down 10 years ago. And you've changed the whole company. You see what Triple H was doing in NXT? You could have that for the whole main roster. It would be amazing.
I wait for this guy to die, bro. I'm a Vince guy, bro. Early Vince, I was a Vince guy, early Vince. But this Vince right here, bro, nah. This Vince right here needs to step down ASAP. ASAP. Step down immediately.
Please.
Just this, because Triple H destroyed NXT 1.0, that died. Slow death.
What a wet fart that is now.
Yeah, and then 2.0, my God, looks like a colorful Skittles company. What the heck is that, bro?
Taste the rainbow, taste my fist.
It's a mess of a company. It's a straight mess. Look what they did with Pippin Walter. My gosh, one of the most powerful entities in your entire company.
He lost to Von Breaker like it was nothing.
Oh my God, man just hit what a couple of minutes. Boom, lost. I was like, oh, they may lose like that. So a couple of minutes. Oh.
I bet you he's really glad he went to NXT in America.
Yes.
I bet you he doesn't regret a thing about his running in WWE so far. Don't even get me started on Survivor Series when he got pinned the first one.
No, that was the beginning of the end for Walter, bro. That was the beginning of the end for him. Oh, jeez, that was it for him. As soon as he got beat like that, I was like, "Yeah, Vince McMahon's not gonna treat you right at all, bro." That was a sign, early shots fired.
Fat German.
Yeah, early shots fired.
I think we're gonna call it a day. I think we've rattled on long enough. Well, if you didn't like this podcast, then just send complaints to the girls and tell them never to.
Yes, give heads up.
Like we did warn you. That's why we tried to put the wrestling at the back of the podcast. If you've got this far, then let's be honest. I don't think many people have got past the bit where we started talking about wrestling. They were gone. Most probably.
You never know, man. You never know.
You never know. You never know. We might get the Stardom fans in. They might want to watch some television. You never know. I don't know. It'd be good to get some feedback on this episode. We will always do these type of episodes when the girls go missing because we like to talk about wrestling. It will be the Ben and Troy Power Hour.
Yeah, I love it. The Power Hour. Love it.
Yeah, because we enjoy this and we enjoyed doing it last time, and it's a bit different. It changes up the podcast every week. It's kind of helpful, I suppose, to keep us fresh.
Probably just like Ben and just talk about stuff. You know what I mean? We could talk about what we want, to be honest, which is good.
Yeah. And I've enjoyed having a chat with you tonight. A bit more chilled than usual. Bit more chilled, but like
it's a laid back episode. That's what we do. Me and Ben talk. It's just laid back at this point, man. It's just chill out mode. That's what it is.
Jared Leto and his amazing cunts.
Oh, Ben Simmons gonna keep riding with that now. He's gonna keep riding.
Well, no, when you brought Jared Leto, I was just
That's
like, so
good.
mad. I'm
What
like,
have I done? Oh, what have I done? I've created a monster.
you
I've
have
created a
created
monster
a
again.
monster.
Damn it.
Yeah, I've watched Dan. It reminds me of the Daniel Bryan video package for WrestleMania 30. You've created a monster, and he's
Oh yeah, a monster, a
a
monster.
monster.
You're getting stronger. A monster.
Get him, Rick James, Leto's head off. Use his back as a toilet.
That Brian trailer was amazing. Oh my, that video package was incredible.
They acted like it was meant to be. No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, they tried to set up. They were like, they were prepared. Yeah, right.
We had to fight them the whole way to get that.
Yeah, you damn near wanted like Randy Orton to steamroll him and then Batista. Nah, bro, you didn't want that. You didn't want that.
We weren't having that.
Yeah. Stop lying to yourself, don't you?
So we better
Yes.
you want to do your thing?
Let's bow out. Okay, so YouTube, Legend of 0101. You can follow me there. Pop culture reviews, reactions, all that good stuff. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, check me out.
And there's a Tara Chloe's channel, and everything else is in the description. There's way too many people to thank. Alex's website, My Wife's Artworks section. It's all in the linky poos below. Go check them all out. The Twitter, the email, it's all in there. I can't be bothered.
It's all in the description box, guys. It's all in the description box.
It's 11:30 in the evening when we're recording this. We're both fucking knackered. I've just about got enough energy to comb my hair with a spoon. That's good.
Guys.
I'm wrapping it up quickly, so it's all in the description. Just go use your eyes and read. Unless you're blind, then someone can describe it to you. Sorry.
Literally.
Sorry.
Oh,
Man, I had a bunch of jokes lined up this week, and they've all gone up the toilet. The introductions will be savage in the next couple of weeks. Do not worry. Normal service will resume.
Yeah, bro, we're all gonna go savage, man. We'll come back together. We're all gonna go savage on each other, bro. It's gonna be amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Stay
But
tuned.
we got another one in the bag. We haven't missed a week. This podcast does not miss a week somehow. I don't know how we do it each week. We have only missed 1 week last year. 2 years ago.
We're doing it well.
We're doing it well, except for if I'm not here, then we're all gonna not record because you're bunch.
Hey, it was a one-off the way. Hey, man,
oh, it's not. It's like, nah, we don't want to do it. Well, then we just don't do it. It's like we're fine things.
Don't worry about it. I had lined up. Don't worry about it, bro. If it had to come to it, I would have done it, bro. Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, well, you didn't speak up, motherfucker. You were just like, yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to use the footage, man.
Says the guy that says, "Oh, well, Helen said, oh, well, none of us is a host, and this man stayed quiet." I'm remembering that, Mr. Salmon. You could record it last week.
I wanted to use the bloopers, bro. That's what. Sue me. Let's do this.
Bro, next time you've heard it now, it's recorded. Unless he edits it, and I will be listening. If you do, I'm going to come for you. You're leaving this in the edit.
Oh my god! No.
It's evidence now. You need a host next time. If I can't make it,
No.
Oh no, because we can't miss a week now. We don't have a blooper reel now.
True. We can't miss it. We can't miss anything now.
No, we can't. This podcast. There's a reason. There's 4 of us. This podcast will keep going unless there's only one of us, and even then it'll be spoken word poetry. Don't know what I'm talking about now. I'm very tired.
Tired.
So that's go. That's just friendly. It's goodbye for me.
Bye for me.
Fuck Jared Leto and his parents and his friends and fuck all of you.